here with Jae'are DaStar. We're going to be doing an interview just about some questions that we have for him. He's a music producer, songwriter, and performer. So I guess let's start off the interview with, did you always know you wanted to be in music?
Yes, always. From a young age, I have even bigger pictures from when I could go back to family album, and I've always just been attracted to music. I put on my own the headphones. My father had the the vinyl, large this, and so it was really intriguing. I got attracted to it, and it was mostly Spanish because I'm Dominican, but at the same exact time it just elevated to other stuff, maybe other different genres.
Okay, so how did you get into the music industry?
Well, there's no, how can I put it? There's no set way to get into it. You just have to, if you have a craft that you believe into, you focus hard to work on your craft, whether it's rap, R&B, dancing, however it is. Once you do it and you perfect it, you are in, because that's something that you do. You go out, you perform, you put yourself out there, the exposure. That's how you get yourself in there. So it's not really tomorrow I'm going to be in the music industry, but it's what you do. That's how you become in it. And then hopefully somebody recognizes you.
How did you know this was your calling?
My calling? I just, like I said, I was just always attracted to just the joy of it. Just when I was younger, when I was in high school actually, that was my first song, my first song in front of a large group of people. It was a large auditorium and I sang Cupid. And just the joy that it gave to the people, the rise and people standing cheering. I just that emotion. I just loved it. So I just knew it was always meant to give that to people. That me singing and me performing would bring somebody joy.
What's been one of your biggest struggles with getting into the music industry, and then even just growing up with it and everything?
Man, everything under the sun has been the struggle. Everything you could imagine. It becomes kind of I call it the zombie effect. The music that's out there now, they zombify you with just nonsense and make you hear stuff that you don't want to. You say you don't like it at first, and then 2 weeks later you bump in oh, I love this. I love this. But it's this industry now, it just became a gimmick versus talent. So it's really a struggle when you have pure talent and people just they want the gimmick, they're only looking about the money aspect and not looking for the talent. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And what was your first performance?
In front of a large audience, it was in high school. I was actually in a group. The group was called Just Us. It was really fun. It was a 6th grade group. And that obviously did work out. It was fun.
So what's the best part of performing live then? Do you think like the vibe of it, or what really does it for you when you're out there doing it live?
I think it's just the fulfillment that I see when I'm performing, and just the joy that I see that somebody else has seen me perform for them, or performing their family song, whether it's a cover of my original. Just the fact that they're, they enjoy it with me. Just that joy.
What impact do you wish to make on the music industry?
I guess a statement just about music, just being remembered. Just the fact that everybody could just always remember that song that Jae'are did, or remember that song that he wrote, or remember that song that he created, just something like that. Just like you could always go back and say, oh, Michael Jackson, or you could always go say Marvin Gaye, or anybody in the past. Even people that you don't really hear, but you still, when you remember, you hear that song, you still remember, like Tevin Campbell, things like that. So that's just things that I want to make a stamp.
What keeps you motivated and what drives you to keep going in this? Because obviously it is so difficult.
It is. What keeps me motivated, I would say, is my supporters. My supporters never let me quit. And I appreciate that, because there's been times that I just be like, you know what, I can't take this, or this song is not as appealing as I want it to be, but But once the supporters, they show you that you do mean something at the end of the day. It's really like almost therapeutic in a sense. Like they help you out a lot. So I would say that would be the situation of that.
How would you describe your upcoming album, Lost in the Moment? And also, why did you pick the date 12-12-12?
Well, first off, 12-12-12 is, I was born December 12th.
Oh, okay.
So 12-12-12 is like, you know, it means something. But I just picked that because I wanted to make a statement, whether it's my birthday and my album release. But Lost in the Moment, the whole idea of Lost in the Moment is, it's about heartbreak. You know, when you listen to the songs and everything like that, you would get the idea. So I'm telling the story, like, you know, you meet a girl, you have an amazing time with her, you fall in love with her, but then towards the end, or as time goes on, you realize that you was just a side piece, or you was just somebody that was just somebody else on her list of other. So it kind of explains that.
When did you decide to kind of like get your website started and start like, you know, like, all right, I'm going to start producing some music and start putting it out on my website and start like getting my fans out there and stuff like that before you decided to like start creating full albums?
Well, I've always had the idea of creating my own album, but what made me, in all honesty, what made me produce, songwrite, I was always able to sing, but what made me songwrite and produce is the fact that I would depend on somebody else to do it, but it just wasn't that, the feeling wasn't there. So like, nobody could do it better than yourself because you know what you want. So I just started doing it myself. I even went to IAR, Institute of Audio Research, and I, you know, learned, it trained my ears on how to produce and how to use Pro Tools and everything like that. Like, I just started doing things on my own. But as you learn, obviously, you still need people to help you out. So as time went on, you know, that's just what it was. I did everything myself and then just like set it out there so the people that's helping me, they can help me out with what I'm already doing.
And then I know Kanesha is also interested in music, and she's trying to get into the industry and stuff. So what's your best advice that you could give to her and like other people who are just starting out, like who want to make it in the industry or haven't really started putting themselves out there but are in the beginning stages of doing that?
Never give up.
Okay.
Never, ever, ever give up. It doesn't matter how selfish they call you, if you have no time, if people that really care about you, they're going to stay by your side regardless. And that's kind of, you know, what I went through throughout my whole life. Like, I've never stopped doing this. I've been through a lot, and you will go through it, but you just don't ever stop, because the outcome will be so much more amazing that you will feel good that you work hard for it. So, you know, if you pay attention to somebody else or anybody else is doing, you're really not going to succeed in that aspect. You got to be you and never give up.
Thank you.
Well, you can find Jae'are's CD, Lost in the Moment, on iTunes on December 12th, 2012. That's when it drops. And I know I'm definitely going to be buying it because from what I've heard already, I definitely think it's going to be a hit. So I'm really excited to hear it and see where you go from this. So thank you so much for doing this interview with us and sitting down with us.
But I love it though, purposely touching your toes, doing it slow, get up real smooth, man. I know you want it.
How do you want to be remembered? Okay, well I guess this is similar to
It's okay, I'll cut that out.
Okay.
I know you feel it.